Hi guys, this is Donna with Love Rocks, and we are back with a new rock. I want to start off by saying I have missed everybody and I've really missed painting, but we had a lot going on this summer. It's been probably close to 2.5, 3 months since I've put out a video, and it's been about that long since I've done any painting at all. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of where I've been and what we've been doing. So you guessed it, we moved. We moved from Texas to New Mexico. We're in the high mountains in New Mexico, and we love it. It took several months to get everything moved over here, as well as getting it unpacked and trying to get everything ready. When we got here, we of course decided to get our animals all in gear, and we had pins to build, fencing to build, shelters to build, everything that you would need and look for that you would need before winter. So this is what I've been spending my time on, unpacking, moving, and then getting our animals ready for winter, because we do have a pretty harsh winter at the elevation that we're at. So my time is split between taking care of the place here as well as working. I now work full-time, which when I started this channel, I was only working part-time. But I am working full-time now, and on top of that, we have this new home and new property. It's a large amount of property that we're trying to get everything ready for and get all the systems in place for the animals that we want. But I wanted to share a few pictures of some of the stuff that we have. We, of course, have chickens and we have turkeys. Of course, we have cats and dogs, and then we have pigs. Our hope is that by next summer, we'll actually be moving a few cattle onto the property. And so there's going to be a lot going on between now and then, but I promise you I'm going to try to fit in some videos and definitely get some painting done. I started painting because I needed something that was outside of what I normally do, that was a stress reliever, and I love to paint. I started doing it and hiding the rocks, and I haven't got to do as much of that as I had wanted to in the last few months. So that is where I'm at with getting settled here, and we are very settled now, as well as trying to get some rocks painted, because I do want to get some rocks out. That, of course, is my love. Get those rocks out so that I can leave them for somebody that might just need a little special something to find on a day that they're not feeling so great. I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that you enjoy a little look into our lives and what we're doing. And I hope that you stay with us. I know that there are a few rocks that haven't gotten out to people who won them, and those are going out this week. So I want to get started. Please subscribe and like, share all of our videos, and I hope you enjoy these. So here we go. I did these last year, and I hid probably 20 or 30 of these. And I thought, you know what a great rock to put out there, because it is so easy, but they turn out absolutely adorable. And people love to find these rocks. We start with a rock, any rock. This I went out on the property and found, washed it, dried it, and then you do your dark blue, and you can use any dark blue. I did show on here which one I used, but you can use any dark blue, and you cover the whole rock. Before that completely dries, you want it to be a little tacky, because you want to be able to add your lighter color on the middle. You're going to dip your brush into a little bit of white and maybe even just a tiny bit of water, and then you're gonna put that right in the center. I also used a small sponge, It's just the little finger sponges that you can buy. Got some white with a little bit of water and dabbed that right smack in the middle. You want it to look like it's light in the middle and then it's really going out to the dark outside. It's going to make your snow look really good. It's going to make your snowman look really good. So then you have to let this thing dry. If you don't let it dry, you're going to wind up smearing everything. So let that background dry really well before you start doing your snowman. Next, you're going to do just a half of a circle and a full circle. It's that simple. And you're going to put in your white. And I try to get that almost dry, not quite, just almost dry, because you're going to take a tiny, and I do mean a very, very tiny amount of blue. You're going to mix it with your white so that you can really lighten that blue up. And that's what you're going to use for your shadowing down at the bottom of the head and, of course, across the top of those shoulders. I also put a tiny bit down around the edge on the bottom to show that as that circle goes around, there's a little bit of shadowing around the bottom of that edge. Even though you can't see the whole snowman, there is some shadowing right there. And if your white is a little bit tacky, it's perfect to put that blue in there. If you, for some reason, get too much blue and it gets too dark, you know, you can fix anything on these rocks. So take a little more white, go in there, cover it up, or just add it to it, and you should be fine. You should be able to lighten that blue up if it gets a little bit too dark. Now you're going to put your nose in, and he's looking straight up in the sky because the snow is falling on his face. And so you're going to have that nose way up at the top. And all I did was I thinned, my orange is a little bit heavy, it's a little thick. So I did thin it out too much the first time, but I went back in and I added some more heavier orange, thicker paint and got that nose in just right. Then I use just a dotting tool. You can use anything. You can use the end of a toothpick, you can use just about anything that you can find, a stick, anything. And I dotted in those little eyes looking straight up. Now we're going to put a goofy smile on this little guy. And my rock was it's really rough. So when I went to put the smile in, you'll see I put it in, it's kind of all over the place, but then I went back in after it dried. I took the white and kind of took out some of the black and then added it back in and kind of just fixed it up a little bit. And that's what I mean. With rock painting, you can fix anything. So if you do something that isn't right, don't get upset. Don't get, all worried about it. Just let it dry and then go back in and paint over it, or, at least paint the areas that you want it to go back and look right. I took the same black and I made the little limbs for his arms. Man, you can go crazy with those limbs. You can make them look like anything you want. There's no perfect way to make a limb, just get them all crooked and everything. When you get down to the body, if you kind of make it a little bit elongated, it looks like it's sticking into the snow there on the body. So kind of look at that, and it's real easy to do. You just make it a little more elongated right there where it goes into the body. So you got those in, you got the face, and now we're going to go in and put the little holly. Holly, super, super easy to make. Just take your time, throw it in. I just made 3 little leaves of holly in there. I used evergreen color green. I do show that on here, so you can use the same one. You can use whatever you've got and do that dark green. And you could do 2 leaves, 3 leaves, 4 leaves, do whatever you want. You can put a scarf around them. If you don't want to do the holly, do a scarf. And if you don't want either one, you could put the holly up on his head. You could put the holly in on the end of one of the hands. You could do whatever you want with this. I just thought it was kind of cute to put the holly on his neck. And then, of course, you got to have the berries. So I think that's Fire Engine Red, I think. pull that up and use whatever red you got. I like true reds, so that way they don't turn pink on you when you're trying to work with them. And I use a dotting tool for this, so I put the three little pieces of holly on there, and I am going to highlight that here in just a moment, and you'll see that. Now I'm going to take my dotting tool, and I'm going to start putting a little bit of snow on his hands, on his arms, just to show that as that snow's coming down, it's starting to stack up on him a little bit. And then, a few little dots, some bigger ones, and then we'll go back with some little tiny ones. And just kind of put them in there a little bit, just to make it look like it's snowing on him. Nothing strategic, just throw them on there wherever. And then we're gonna take and here's where I'm trying to put a little bit of shading on that nose. It got a little wet on me and it ran, and I had to soak it up with a napkin because I got that water or that color way too wet. You'll see here. Yeah, get all that off of there. And then darken up that nose just a tad. And we're going to shadow that bottom just a tiny bit. And this is where I go back in and I touch up that mouth, because my brush kind of wanted to follow the indentions on the rock, even though I had put as much paint on as I had. So it kind of made them a little squiggly there right at first. And then I again used my dotting tool. You can use anything that you have available to you. And I just put some little pieces of coal, I guess you could call it, on his shirt. I tried not to make them too perfectly round. I wanted them to look a little bit odd shaped. This one's a good one for beginners. It's a good one for kids. It is a great one for hiding. I'm telling you, people find these, and these are the ones I hear about. These are the ones that are like, this is so cute. I am not rehiding this. I'm keeping this. This is adorable. They make great little rocks to decorate your home with for the holidays. I don't know about you, but I actually have several Christmas rocks that I decorate with in the house. So I know it appeared to be something very difficult, but honestly, this is a great rock to make. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to try to get several more videos out before the end of the year. You have to subscribe. You have to like in order to be in the, or comment, I'm sorry, subscribe and comment under this video on YouTube in order to be in the drawing. And please, if you're one of the people that's waiting for the rocks before we moved, those rocks are being shipped out, okay? So please do not fear, you will get your rocks. And that is it. I hope you guys try this one. I hope you enjoy it. And please stick with us. I've got some great new rocks coming out. Have a great weekend, and I hope you guys come back. Bye now.